Hello and welcome to Diamond Art with Del. Today we are having a quick review of this case slash containers to put on, to put our drills in, I should say, not on, and kitting up of the Victoriasmoon, very large painting that I received from them. So I thought I'm checking out some new drills. So I thought I'd try out a new container system. Even though I'm very happy with the ones I'm using at the moment, I thought I'd give this a crack as well. Just on, I don't know, just curiosity, I think, was this draws me to most of these conclusions of things. So I'm going to just kit up the drills and have a look at those with you from that Victoriasmoon. No inventory sheet, so what I've just done is just taking a photo with my iPad. I should have trimmed it and whatnot, and I did that after I printed it. I thought, what's the point of printing it again? So anyway, there's a bit of that is some of the drill field there of the actual painting, and that's the one behind it that has to be done. But this is the list of symbols and DMC numbers, etc. there. So in all due respect, you could just cut these and sticky tape them on top of your boxes, but I'm going to actually use the stickers today that they come with the kit, and I'm going to use a Sharpie and just write those symbols on, because I think the colours are going to have too much to hold in just in one colour, in one container I should say, box, and I want to try and put multiples and just have everything all in this box ready to go and use it as one unit. Other than what I normally have going is that I have my smaller kits with what I'm using, so it makes it easy to take with me, and I just keep the spares in another labelled box, a separate box. So that's how I normally do it, but this one I want to try and see if I can put the spares as well as the current used colour of that colour in the same box. Okay, and these are just some trays I use just to help. I thought I might need those to pour some of the drills into the containers. I'm not sure how they'll go yet. So I'll just quickly have a look at this container with you firstly. It does come with a sheet of stickers. Some of them were a bit crooked, but I don't know if it's me looking at that or what's happened there, but they've stuck on. So they've got a single sheet of stickers that comes with, just your standard sort. You can get, refills online. These are from AliExpress, this is. And you can get them from that website or other areas. Now it comes in a box. There we are. It's got a little handle. It's not overly thick, and it's got two front clips. As you can see, they clip down easy enough and just clip up. And the box itself opens. These are all loose inside. Okay, so they're little Tic Tac boxes that I'm going to use today. Basically, I call them Tic Tac boxes because they literally do lift. Like the tops just come off like that. And you put your drills in there, and your lid clicks on, and you've got a little lip spout. I never know which way the angle looks right to people, in there as well. So you can see. So we'll see how many drills this little container can hold. One of the features I found just before I was looking at them, that for some reason or other, they do have very, very fine printed letters of letter, looks like F and J and A. I don't know if you can really see that right there, but you sort of can. There we go. That's upside down, isn't it, when it goes that way? God. Anyway. Yeah. So I don't know if you can use that in any shape or form of a guide to help you, but they're on there. Maybe for different crafting other than beading. And also Was it just 2 little lids? I got two spare lids came with a pack as well. I suppose just in case they break. So I had 2 spare little lids that I just popped in there with all the spare parts. Spare part department with pens / whatever. Okay. So let's get started with putting this together. I said we have 40 colours to the Victoriasmoon picture. You would have seen the unboxing. I'll add that up in the whichever corner it is. Just there, if you'd like to have a look at that, you can watch that at the end of this, would be great. And that was the image. Sorry, it's not very good with all that background. But yeah, that was the image of the owl and the magic book, etc. And then I had this awful thing, I was looking for the drills. And I have a system and I put drills tidily away in their little container drawer. Canvases go in their folder. And when I went to look for them, I couldn't find them. I overlooked them a couple of times. I thought they belonged to another kit, but just by the numbers, because that's what I was going by there, and when I quickly read it, I thought it said 7 by 40, thinking that was, and it's got a lot of the purple colours related to another diamond painting I have, so I just got befuddled. But anyway, I've gone through every single thing. It took me an hour, and so I went through every single drill packet I had, and then realised I'd overlooked it in the first place. So I had a little bit of a panic station. Where the heck did I put? I mean, that's a big bag of drills. What the hell? How could I lose that? I thought to myself, I can't have. I hadn't. I just overlooked them. Anyway, back to the job at hand. So I've just got this one here where I've just stuck across the lid. So I'll just stick one on so then I can still open my lid to pour. And again, shouldn't have any trouble just to take the lid out, hopefully, to fill them up. I don't know how I'm going to go with these yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to like it or not. But anyway. And they're falling over. So, let's take that off there, shall we? And we'll give this a go. So I'll take a sticker off, place that on the top of the lid. I think because I'll be facing up in that direction, it'll be easier to identify rather than, I mean, you can stick them on the side if you like, or down that side. I don't think it would matter where you decided to put the sticker. And I'm going to try 2 different ways. I'm going to stick it on and then draw on it, and then draw on it and stick it on. See which one, if anything, makes difference. Right. So number 1 is 154, and it is like that little symbol at the top there. I was going to say it's pi symbol, it's not. It looks like Roman 2, basically. So I suppose you have to decide what direction you want to put your lids, wouldn't you? So if I want them all, they all have to face a particular way. If they all face to open to the front of my box, do I want to write it that way or that way? Curiouser and curiouser. I think I might just try, I'm just doing it in that front view. Let's see if that works. If not, I'll take all the stickers off and start again. I don't know. So they've got on this particular painting is your training wheels, your dummy circles, or whatever else people like to call them. So I'm not a big fan of that, but anyway, such is life. It's okay if your drills are a good size and will cover it. It won't make a dang difference. But so where am I? Having a look at this symbol. So do I add the circle? Seems superfluous, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm just going to not. I don't know. I'll see what looks right. So, what did I say? Just basically a Roman 2, I think. And I do have some coloured Sharpies, so I like sometimes to colour in the backgrounds. It just helps identify what I'm doing, what I'm working with. Yeah. So, just looking at the list of items I have here, there's nothing really going to symbolise that and get me too kerfuddled, I don't think, so that's good. Yeah. So basically, whether or not I put the circle around it, I just feel like I want to. Decisions going back and forth over my brain. Okay, no, we will go with no for now. I can add them later if it really gets confusing. All right, so having said that, I'll just be a bit noisy, sorry about the noise. And satisfactorily just empty those all out. So I might just bring that container around to that side because we sort of know what that's all about, don't we? So we've got some space of what we're doing. Yeah, we did have a look at these drills and they did look quite good, other than a few dimples, and it's similar to the Hurricane packaging, as you can see. Here we go. So what I should have done this in some sort of order and organisation, shouldn't I, of that sort of thing, the drills and whatnot. I may have done when I packed them, I can't remember. Okay. That's our big whopping bag of 310. As I say, I don't know how I'm going to go putting that in there. It's going to take about 20, I think. Oh, there you go, 154. That was a nice pick, wasn't it? Alright, so we'll just pop them to the side. So 154, beautiful. I don't even know if I'll need those trays. I might be able to just pour some in here. We've got round drills. Now that's pretty much filled that container. And I've still got a heck of a lot in that bag. And it says I have 19.3 grams in total to this bag. So that goes on there like that. Ta-da. So yeah, I'm not sure how much is in that, but yeah, I've got 64 containers in this packet. And I say I've got the 64, and it cost me a little bit over $15 this box. So I'm just curious if I should add, how many of these will it take for one bag? So that's a reasonably sized bag. All right. Decisions. Well, what if I don't worry about sticking the stickers on there and just see how many of these I can get, if I can get any open? God. I might have to revert to my original system. It's a good system. Ooh. Now I've got stuff everywhere. That's why I was going to do that over the... Look at that. Alright. Put it over the tray. Use the big one. Let's just be sensible. Yeah. Spill a few into the tray because I think that's too full. And it gives us a little bit of a chance just to have a shaky look. Some of the drills that you get from there. Alright, let's just have a little experimental fun. I can get 1, 2. And then it's going to get mathematical, I think, after that. How many of these will it going to take to do this one bag? Assuming I can fill them up. They're very light. I feel like sometimes I'm going to just tip beads everywhere, honestly. So it's going to at least take 4 for that. I won't be doing the black like this. You couldn't do it, could you? I mean, half your containers will be black. I've got 64 and I've got 40 colours. So that only allows me an extra 14 containers to play around with. I've got to get mathematical now. God. Okay. This is not working with my current tools, is it? I normally don't have trouble with these trays, so... Anyway, sorry, I had a bit of a spill, so I'm just cutting straight to here because that was just painful for everybody, little known guys watching. So basically what I've got is that for, say, 3.5, nearly 4 out of the 19.3 gram bag. So I'm going to have to sit down and see if I've got enough space to do these other bags, because if that's, so you're looking at about 5 or 6, so maybe one of those, a 6 something will fit into one container colour, and a 3 or 4 will for sure, but an 8 won't. That'll take 2, I reckon. Anything bigger will. So it all depends on how many colours I've got. There's a lot of colours are around the 8 and 9, and I think they'll take 2. So I might not be able to actually do it that certain way that I was going to do these colours. Okay. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. I'm going to, as you can see what I'm doing, obviously, and I just got to know what I'm doing. I am going to continue to try and pop these into the containers the same as I just did there, just putting a little label and so forth and filling them. I will fast forward this next section and I will come back and let you know how I go. Magic time. Let's go. So we have used this case and these particular little containers. Pros and cons, I suppose, is the thing I wanted to have a quick discussion about with these. I do like the idea of the little tic-tac lid. They are quite good as far as opening and closing. You do push sometimes the top of it off. The few things that I say like are good. I do like the actual little feel of it, etc. The little case is great, how it locks up, although I wonder if how much they'll take the break off. They don't hold a lot. I was finding that I was filling them up at about 5 gram mark, and I mean filling them up. You couldn't do much more in there, and that would only hold, some of the packets would actually say 4.9 grams, and that would fill one of these up, no problem. I originally, as I said earlier, I wanted to pick, what I was going to do is have that one particular colour and do the whole bag basically in vials of one colour, which I did with the first one, but even with the 64 and this being a large kit and having 40 colours and so many diamonds, I could very quickly find that I was going to run out of slots, so I didn't end up doing that idea for all the colours. I think you could definitely do it with a smaller size canvas, but this one being a very large canvas, which is 90 by 70, Lord help me. is just too many diamonds to do it that way. So that's the reason, one of the reasons I wanted to try out this storage system for my drills. The other thing I found with these containers, before I move on to other things, is so they didn't hold a lot, so I had to put in another container the rest spare beads, so I've gone with that style. I also found that the actual little containers, some of them, the lids tops would be quite firm, and I found that you could pull them off that way was easy by holding the lid, although I was concerned about that snapping off. I did sometimes have to really push hard. I try to keep even pressure, and even sometimes with that I would crack like this, and some were already cracked, as you can see. Where is my camera? In there. Some I found were already cracked, so I couldn't use them. Oh, didn't want to use them, I should say. I have got choices here. The other thing is when you, if you don't have the beads in the right spot, that one there also cracked just by putting the lid on, and it's not actually full. I'm sorry, it's shining like a... And yeah, so I had that issue there where that the actual plastics would crack. So a couple of containers did that to me, but on the other side of it, most of them were fine. I can't remember what colour it was now, but there was one that was quite full. And the other thing I found that is when trying to slide this lid back in, that drills will sometimes get stuck in between those two lots of plastic, which then pushed, of course, and made the plastics crack sometimes as well. So you had to be mindful of that. So when you're actually doing that, those two lots of plastic slide back into each other, and yeah, drills can sometimes get in that gap there. So you didn't want to overfill them, and even at full capacity, 5 grams, which I think was something like that one there or so, you know, it's absolutely chockers. I think that was it. The other thing that I found frustrating, I suppose, with this box is that it's great now while it's full and got all your little containers in it, but once you start taking 2 or 3 or more, they seem to have a tendency to fall over, etc. And they little, I know they seem to be just a bit, there's no dividers to hold them in place, so they only hold each other up. So that's another problem I found, that if you are doing, say, a confetti area where you want 2 or 3 colours out of the box at once, you might find that everything gets tipped around and gets a bit painful. But as I said, I do like the little idea of the individual little cases. They're kind of cute, and the little clippy lids is quite they're quite firm and they close quite well and everything like that. So I do think once the drills are in there, you should be pretty right, all that sort of thing. So anyway, what I've actually done as far as the unboxing for this one from the Victoriasmoon one, I keep calling it that, it's the Hour with the Magic book. I've just, for sticker wise, I've just opted to use the Sharpie and write on them, and I've just decided to put the symbol at the top and the number in respect of it rather than the DMCs, because I just want a quick reference. I don't want things to be too muddled, and I thought by the time and the way my sticker is facing this way to go along with the shape of the containers, trying to put like a 4-digit code was going to be really messy and very small and very hard to quickly identify. So I just wanted to use another method of identifying the shape to the DMC off like my chart that I have, so that I can quickly sort of just see, oh, number 3, oh yes, it is those little double arrows, and if I need to worry about DMC, it's 161. Okay, easy peasy sort of thing, trying to keep things simple. So there you have it, that's that. They're all ready to rock and roll. Looking through the drills for this particular piece, I thought they were quite good. You know, there's nothing super duper fantastic about them or anything like that, but like this number here, for example, my goodness, how little amount have I got? So, you know, I had containers like this, and then I have ones that have got bags that are solid. Yeah, so I've decided, we've just got the symbols and the numbers. We've done that discussion. So that's all the colours in there. I will have to leave the empties in there to keep some sort of control over what I have in that container. Now, how's that going to go? So they're not overly strong clip to shut either, so I'd be a bit dubious of holding that by the handle. For travelling, I'd be very careful of that. So just having a real close look there of all the symbols and numbers, the way, I don't know, it's a little bit different to what I normally kit up, so I thought I'm just trying a couple of things here. I think I'll stick to what I originally were doing with the other containers. I quite like them, I'm happy with them. But I think this might work better with a smaller kit in mind. And the others I've just stuck in a spare jar for the time being. As you can see, I have got in zip bags, and reference number there is 5 to indicate 5 and the symbol that I'm going to follow, because when I'm diamond painting, I follow directly from the symbol there rather than trying to, I know that's how I relate to it, symbol. So these other numbers down here, whether DMC or whatever they are, they've got a reference number here of 5, so that's more than fine. And so I had just such a lot of these two, like black and the 939, there was no way I'd be able to actually fit them all in there anyway, so I just decided, nope, that's that. So I'm all kitted up, I've got my spares in there. I'll put a label on the top of that just so I know which ones they belong to and don't lose them again. Oh golly gosh, I gave myself a heart attack about that. Couldn't believe it. Anyway, my drills are ready to rock and roll. I have a mateship inventory sheet to help guide me with my numbers and symbols along the side there. If you see that blotching, that's actually from when some of the bubbles are in this canvas, so that I'll have to sort of tackle them as I go. Not 100% sure when I'm going to get start on this one, but I might pop in a bit of progress notes somewhere once I get started. I've got a couple others I just want to finish off first. So I unfortunately limited time on diamond painting some days with working children life. But there you go, that's that one all ready to go. That's my Victoriasmoon big 90 by 70, kitted up in this type of case. I said that's all the colours. I'm pretty happy with how it looks. I mean, I am happy with it. I'm just not sure if I would call it my go-to way of kitting up. But yeah, so you can see they'll sort of fall over. There's nothing to stop them from moving around in there. Some little dividers in the case in here would, like, you only need 1, 2, 3 little, be really good. Anyway, I'm waffling. I hope you enjoyed watching that kit up for whip up time. And yeah, have a great morning, evening or night, wherever you're up to when you watch this video. Like, subscribe, and please share on social media so we can all have a bit of fun sharing our diamond painting together. This is Del signing out. I'll see you in the next video. And yeah, have a good one.